Hey everyone, Shabim here, and we are back with some more Football Manager 2019 here with Newcastle United. Now, since the last time I saw you, I've made a couple of signings, a couple more fantastic young Argentinians. We've got Facundo Abdallah from Patronato. Well, I found him in the under-19s of the Argentinian side, to be honest with you, but paid $1 million for him, and he's already worth, well, he's worth less than that, but he looks like he's a pretty good player. Potential ability is a fairly good rating for the senior team, so whether he's going to be any good, I don't know, but I only paid $1 million for him at the end of the day. He's on his way out on loan. And the other one was Fabian Grana. Now, he looks like he's going to be fantastic. Superb rating for the senior team star player. We got him from Vélez. Vélez always seems to have some good players, and he is a cam and a central midfielder. He's in the under 23s, but I dare say he'll get some first team football. But since the last time I saw you then, we've done quite a lot. We've done very, very well as well. We got a 1-0 win over West Brom with an Arhan Versteeg goal. 1-0 over Stoke with a goal for Josh Cleverley. 3-0 over Leicester with goals from Thomas Garrido and Lazzarini. 4-0 win over Middlesbrough with Brian Santana, Arhan Versteeg, Miguel Busquets and Lee Thomas. We did lose 1-0 to Spurs, unfortunately. We got a 3-0 win though after that against Leeds with Karl-Heinz Michael, one of our newer players, scoring twice, and Busquets getting a goal as well. And we've recently beat Leicester 2-0 with goals from Lazzarini and Santana. Today then we have got Millwall in the Bright Stars Championship 6th round. We've got Chelsea in the Premiership, and then we have got West Ham in the Premiership as well. Now, one thing I want to point out is that we have had a lot of easy games so far. That's because the best teams, the Chelsea, Spurs, Man United, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, and they have all had a lot of games to play, a lot of Champions League games and so forth. Therefore, we played a lot of the weaker teams, but the second half of the season, as you can see, we've got Chelsea, West Ham, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Spurs, Man City, Arsenal. We've got a lot of difficult games coming up, so we are still top of the table and looking pretty good actually, but it's going to get a lot more difficult for us. As you see, we're currently top of the table, but we have played 7 games more than Chelsea, so when these bigger teams start to catch up with the amount of games they're playing, they might catch some points. But as I said before, our target this season is to finish top 6. If we finish top 6, we qualify for the Worldwide Champions League, and that's going to open things up. But first of all, let's get straight into this Bright Stars Championship game against Millwall. Let's go. And here we go, and this is the team we're going for, containing some of our new signings, actually. So in goal, we have got Andrei Bogdanov, the young 16-year-old Russian, making his 3rd appearance in this competition. At left back, we stick with Gary Clayton, the young English midfielder. He's a good player, actually, Clayton. We have Arhan Versteeg in at centre back. 2 goals from this season already. Alongside one of our mainstays, Marco Costa, one of my favourite players in the squad, actually. He's been absolutely fantastic for us this year. At right back, we stick with Tom Coates. He's been pretty effective this year as well. The 2 centre midfielders then are Nuno Coelho, who's doing very well in training, as you can see. Playing alongside Patrick van der Ven, who's also doing well in training. And then our 3 attackers are going to be Karl-Heinz Michael up the left. We have got, making his debut, Fabian Grana through the centre, with Gabriel Nieto up the right. And then our striker today is also going to be making his 1st appearance for us, and that is Raishiantelo Zwart. I got that right as well, I'm pretty happy. Right, there should be a win. I mean, Millwall are not exactly in our league, but you never know. Crazy things happen. We spent a lot of money on some of these young players, so I'm hoping they're going to outdo Millwall. Not sure what this is put us into next. Would it be the quarterfinals, hopefully? I mean, this is the competition that I really want to push for and try and win. This is the one that I think we've got the best chance. Well, it's the only one we left in, so it's obviously the one we've got the best chance in. But I thought at the very beginning of the season, this was the one we had the best chance in. Because I've invested heavily in fantastic young players, and I will continue to do so as the game progresses forward. I was thinking about this earlier when I was at work. I have really overfilled the squad, though. The under-23s and under-18s are massively overfilled, and I think over the next few years I will be clearing a lot of those out. I've brought a lot of players, and odds are some of them are going to be dead wood, so we do need to clear out whatever we can. And there's Zwart off the post. And again, oh, saved. Almost a chance to go 1-0 up already. Right then. So we didn't really take our opportunities there. We probably should have done, shouldn't we? They've got a corner now. Burgess. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Thomas Tomlinson. So good they named him twice. But that is... Oh. I knew we were going to dominate early in the game like that and then concede it. It just always seems to happen. Always. Oh, this game. Don't get knocked out of this, please. Come on. We've got easily the better team on the pitch. Easily. Nieto's free kick. It's a good one. It's Coates at the far post off the crossbar again. Finally slammed into the back of the net, but there's no one named there. It is an own goal. Wow. Scott. So good they named him twice. Scott. Wow. But why did he blast at his own net like that? Unless it's literally been come off him. No, he's literally just whacked it right in his own goal. Okay. Scott screws it up and scores an own goal. Scott. Why Scott? I was laughing at Thomas Tomlinson thinking it was too similar, but Scott is the same. Right, well, at least we're 1-1 now. We're not in a losing position. Coelho out wide finding Coates, who has had quite a lot of assists this season. He's been quite a handy player down the right-hand side, but Smith brings it out. I don't know if he's called Smith. I'm just assuming based on the other names. Costa, good tackle. Here's Grana finding Nieto out wide. Into the middle, Zwart couldn't get there, but Grana gets it again, but lose it to Gibbons. Here's Burgess. Lord, Smith. That's a big one over the top. Tommy Tomlinson's there, but Bogdanov with the save. I'm hoping some of these players in a few years' time will become English as well, because we can use them in the All-English Cup. Coelho, Michael, Versteeg, back to Van der Ven. Michael shot. Oh, just curved over the top. But we are dominating this game, heavily dominating. We need to get the goal to put us in the lead. I feel like if we can get that goal, I don't think they're going to come back into this, to be honest. Is he off? He is. Clifton. Nope. Leitch has been sent off. Paul Leitch sent off, meaning that Millwall are going to play the rest of the game with 10 men. I mean, if we don't win now, it's going to be insulting. Really will be bad if we don't win now. Let's say calm. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. Let's fire them up. Let's get them ready. Let's get them out there. Let's get them attacking. I think we'll give it about another 10 minutes or so and I'll bring on a second striker, I think. Might be the best way forward. Nieto, they're making the run. Ball into the middle, all the way over the top. Karl-Heinz Michael can't even get there either. There's a poor cross by Nieto, really. Just one Nieto. Too heavy on the cross. Right, I think it's about time then, isn't it? So Grana's match fitness wasn't great. Is he playing okay? I'm not going to take him off, actually. I'm going to drop him back to there, because he can play there as well. He's a deep line playmaker. And we're going to take off Van der Ven. We're going to bring on Holger Feiner, the German striker we brought from Hamburg, to play alongside Zwart. There we go. 2 strikers now. We should be pretty convincingly getting a goal. We're positive as well. There's Nieto's ball in. Oh, Zwart and Feiner at the front. It's a free kick. Comes Zwart's arm. They've changed their formation. Come on, they've got 10 men. We've got a better team. We're dominating the game. We've got 2 strikers and we're playing attacking. How have we not scored a second goal yet? Come on, Grana. Coelho. Here's Michael. It's Grana. Holding the ball up. Waiting for the space to arrive. Finds Coates out wide. Coates' ball in. Karl-Heinz Michael, with his 3rd goal of the season, makes it 2-1 with 20 minutes remaining. And there is the lead restored. Excelente. It was a good ball out wide. And once again, it's Tom Coates down the right-hand side, squeezing the ball in. And it's Michael slamming it home. So Coates, Only 18 years of age and has dominated that right-back position for us this season. We're going to see a big, long career out of Coates, I think, on this career mode. And players like Michael, Feiner and Zwart, they're all very good. And Coelho, Nieto, Clayton, even Bogdanov. You think about it, he's 16-year-old and he's playing, and he's not that bad. I think give him another couple of seasons, he's going to progress into a very good goalkeeper, and I think we're going to have a really strong team. Right, we've got a couple of minutes left. Let's just bring on a couple of subs. Let's bring on Ngessian and João Ferreira. Come on, let's bring the young 16-year-old Cape Verdean midfielder. I like him. I like him a lot. There's Grana's ball in. Zwart gets taken down. Feiner's going to take the penalty on his debut. Can he score? I'm not changing it because last time I changed it we missed the penalty. So Feiner runs up and he scores. There we go. A goal on his debut. Holger Feiner, his first ever goal for Newcastle. Hopefully the first of many. Hopefully he's going to score just as many as Brian Santana. There's the big kick, and that should be enough for the full-time whistle now then. Be interesting to see what we're going to get in the next round. And what the next round is. Like I said, is it going to be the quarterfinals? Or is it going to be another round before the quarterfinals? I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. Well, we're still going in this one, apparently. I thought it was going to be the full-time whistle, but Coates' ball in. And there we go, there's a full-time whistle. Right, comfortable win, a 3-1 victory. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. A little bit more difficult than it needed to be, I think, but we're going to say well done, lads. So Grana, Feiner and Zwart all making their debuts with João Ferreira's second game, or third game for the club, and Gassen's second appearance. There's also Karl-Heinz Michael's second appearance as well. Good result. I'm happy with that. So that was the 6th round. Set the fixtures and schedule. 6th round. When's the rounds then? Overview. There we go. Stages. 6th round. Oh, there's still quite a few teams left in it then, really, isn't there? Oh, so the next one is the quarter-final. Next round, okay. So there's Newcastle, Scunthorpe, Wolves, Man City, Bolton, Brentford, Liverpool and Watford. So if we can avoid Man City and Liverpool, and hopefully those two get each other, we should be in a decent position. Right, Chelsea. Look how condensed this fixture list is now. Chelsea coming up for you next. All those teams we could have got, and we got Manchester City. Great. Great. Liverpool got Scunthorpe, Bolton got Brentford, and Watford got Wolves. So there's going to be a Division 1 team in the semi-finals, which is pretty cool, guaranteed. Bolton or Brentford. But we got Manchester City, which is probably the worst draw we could have got, but well, we can still do it. We can still get there. When is it going to be? It's going to be the beginning of March. Okay. It's a big chunk of time away. Right, let's get into the Chelsea game. And here we go. And this is the team for the game against Chelsea at home in the league. I'll settle for a draw here, to be honest with you. But in goal, we have got Thomas Nemec, as always. Left back, in comes Antonio Luiz. Done pretty well for this season as well. We stick with Versteeg going alongside, of course, Marcus Costa, or Marco Costa, shall I say. At right back, we bring in Helgason because Coates needs a rest. Helgason should probably get some more football this season. He's been a very good player for us, actually. The two CDMs are Mario Reyes, who's struggling a bit. I might let him go in the summer, you know. I'm not sure yet. Alongside Nicholas Jones. And then we have João Ribeiro sitting in a central midfield spot today just to try and secure the game up a little bit for us. And then on the left we have got Jose Miguel Busquets. On the right we've got Lee Thomas. And then up front, of course, the big man himself, Brian Santana. 14 goals from 20 games for Brian. Not scored that many recently, to be honest, but still knocking in goals for fun. We have been in a good run. We owe Chelsea, let's say passionately then, we owe Chelsea after our last match, because they beat us 3-1, didn't they, remember? We drew the first leg of the Premier Cup, then they beat us 3-1 in the second leg. So today, we're going to try and get some retribution. If we can get a draw here in the league, or even beat Chelsea, we might just secure our place ahead of them this season. It was all with Campos last time, wasn't it? He scored a hat-trick against us. Vladimir Campos. So hopefully we can do better here today. Helgeson's nervous. It's not very often he plays, so that's probably explains the nerves from him a little bit. But he's playing well, 6.8 rating. And we're seeing this game out at the moment. We've got slightly more possession. We've had more shots. They've hit the target more often, but we've had more shots. That's the main thing. And we are playing cautiously. We're playing quite defensively, and then trying to hit them a little bit on the break as much as we can. And it looks like we're going to get through to half-time with literally nothing happening, which I know it sounds stupid, but I'm pleased with. Stoke beating Arsenal 2-0. Wow. At half-time. That's interesting. Let's just continue where we owe Chelsea after the last game. That's the words I'm looking for. Right, so 45 minutes remain. If this score stays the same, we're going to be looking at a decent position, actually, because Chelsea are currently second in the league, catching us up on games played. There is a highlight, though, and it is for Chelsea. De Luca bringing the ball forward on the left. Cuts it in to Dibaka out wide to Droste. Into the middle, and there's Rene Verbeek hitting it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. It was going to happen eventually, wasn't it, I suppose? But yeah, we've done well to last till 52 minutes. We're still not at this level. I mean, we've built a fantastic team, but it's a young team. It's going to take a couple of seasons to really develop into its potential. But at the moment, we just need to try and scrape that 6th position. And with teams like Arsenal losing, you never know, we might be able to do it. Let's demand more. Let's see if that gets them going. There's a highlight. Nemec plays the big ball forward. It's headed on, but it's gone nowhere. It's gone straight to Dibaka. Into Taylor. Forward to Osei. Out wide, here's Berg. Ball into the middle. Good header clear by Helgeson. Only as far as Taylor once again. De Luca. Blocked everywhere. Verbeek. Great save by Nemec. But it's again... Oh, great tackle, Antonio Luiz. But again, it's just gone to Drost. And we're not getting much luck here. Every time we get the ball out, it just gets back to one of their players. Ball back into it. There's Taylor. Oh, what a freaking shot. How is that offside? What was offside there? It was a hell of a goal. It must be... It didn't touch him there, did it? Okay, well, they're giving offside. It must have been blocking the goalkeeper's vision, maybe. I'm not sure, but... Did we do that? We did do that demand more, didn't we? There we go. We're demanding more. There is a highlight. Ribeiro's ball in. Jones. Oh, keeper saved. That would have been a great time to get an equaliser 15 minutes from the end. Because I'm about to go a bit mad in the substitutions now and go a bit more aggressive. Versteeg gets on the ball. Can he get in the box? He does, but it's not quite enough. So we're going to have to go for it now then, aren't we? Although Richard Daniel, I still don't believe has ever scored for the club. We're going to bring off Reyes. And we're going to bring you up to here. And then we're going to bring Jones up alongside Ribeiro. And go for a 4-4-2. And Daniel, you're going to be a target man. We're going to bring on Nieto in place of Thomas as well. Nieto's free kicks are fantastic, so we might as well give it a go. And let's see how we get on. We're also going to go attacking just to try and get that goal in the last 5 minutes. And we're going to do one final demand more. And we're not going to be able to put... Oh, there's a highlight. Come on, if we get an equaliser here. Helgeson. Here's Jones. Here's Nieto. Nieto. Nice run. Ball over the top. Brian Santana. Oh, he saved it again. Oh, my God. Oh, we've been unlucky today, you know. We've had a few good opportunities, but their goalkeeper's been fantastic. And I genuinely don't feel that disappointed. I mean, it's disappointing to lose, don't get me wrong, but I think genuinely I'm not that disappointed because of the sheer ability that was shown today. Great tackle, Versteeg. Don't let him score a second now. It'd be a bit... Well, it wouldn't be fair, I don't think. Well, it would be fair, obviously, they scored it, but it would be... It would be kind to Chelsea to score a second. There we go. Oh, it's disappointing. It really is, because that could have been a draw, you know. It really could have been. Christopher Drost. Here's a German right back they've got, who's impressed me today. But I'm going to say unlucky, boys. I really am, because I felt like we could have got a point out of that. But talking of points, we've got another game coming up against West Ham. We're currently 8 points ahead of Chelsea now. But Chelsea have 7 games in hand, so they should overtake us, really. But we seem pretty safe from Bournemouth, safe from Southampton. Liverpool are also going to be right up behind us. Although Liverpool are 8 games. 8 times 3 is 27. So yeah, Liverpool, if they win all their games, can go ahead of us as well. But they've got to win all their games. Man United can't if they win all their games. Man City are going to be close. So it's interesting. Daniel's still not scored a first goal. He's played 7 games. Most of them off the bench, though, to be fair. But he's played 2 games in the British Cup, 1 game in the All-English Cup. FA Cup games where he just never scored a goal for us. I think he might get sold in this summer. But there we go. Oh, Marco Costa could do the rest as well. Right, let's get into the West Ham game. We have just made another signing, 10.75 million. I've been trying to tap this guy up for a while now, and it's actually worked at the end. I've had him scouted for a while, and I've been fighting against Dortmund. I kept offering... I think at one point I went up to 20 million, and Dortmund said, no, I want 115. And as soon as I gave up on the deal, he handed in a transfer request because he wanted to join us. So it's worked out really well for us. It cost us a decent amount of money, but he's got great potential. He's going to be a star goalkeeper. He's only 17 years old, and he's got great stats already. And he played 4 games for Dortmund this season, so looks like he's going to be pretty good for us. He's going to sit in the under-23s for now, but I'm really happy with this signing, and hopefully a player we can get a lot of use out in the future. And here we go, and this is the team to take on West Ham here at home. So we're going with Nemec in goal still. I don't know why I'm showing you this. It's not exactly changed since the last game, has it, really? We stick with Antonio Luiz, Versteeg and Coates at the back, and alongside them comes in Josh Cleverley. The 2 central midfielders are Van der Ven and Reyes, just as before. Van der Ven's doing well, actually, in trading. Reyes as well. Then we got, I'll show you these ones then. Gabriel Nieto is at left winger. We stick with Ribeiro in the middle. Not got as many assists as I assumed. Garrido comes in at attacking right midfield. 17-year-old guy we got from Sporting Gijón. We played 2.1 million. That was his minimum release fee. I was great. So happy with that. And Brian Santana up front. I don't think he's scored in a bit of time, actually. He hasn't scored for quite a few games. So it'd be interesting to see Brian get a goal, hopefully. We should be winning this game, no problems whatsoever. We need to win it to continue our chances of finishing in that top... What have I pressed here? Oh, I pressed something wrong. Of finishing the top 6. That's the big hope anyway. Right, their team is not as fit as ours. Got quite a few players that started the game in the 80s. Nieto's corner. It goes deep. Brian Santana over the top. So he's just not in the best run of form at the moment, Santana, is he? He needs to be doing a little bit better. Garrido. Is Nieto. Ribeiro back to Nieto. It's over the top. Garrido's going to get a hold of it. Back to Coates. Coates' ball in is great, and Ribeiro heads it into the back of the net. Wow. There we go. Excelente. Right. Great goal. It's Coates with another assist. Seems to be doing so well with this now. And Ribeiro gets himself a goal. I was just saying before the game, wasn't I, that Ribeiro is not really contributing as many goals or assists as I expected. And now here he is. Right. My PC is gone absolutely crazy now because of the heat running through it. Not this one. I've got two PCs set up. I've got my current gaming one that I do all these videos on, and I've got my other one, which is my old PC that I use just for video editing now. It's great now because I can do two things at once. It really has helped me improve my speed of recording anyway. And there we go, half-time, 1-0 up. I'll take that all day long. Spurs winning 2-0. Man United losing 1-0 at half-time to Chelsea. To Crystal Palace is interesting. So we're going to calmly say... Do we want to do that? No, let's go, you've played well so far, but still room for improvement. Let's do a bit of that. Let's do a little about that. Come on, guys. 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 Right, we're up to the... Oh, got a corner. Nieto taking that ball in. It comes. Santana's at far post. Van der Ven. Oh, crossbar. Santana heads it back into Van der Ven. Why do I feel like we're going to regret some of these opportunities? Why do I feel that's going to be the case? Right. Clayton on for Antonio Luis has picked up a knock. Let's also bring on Darch. Darch has not played for a while. You can come on in place of Ribeiro just to protect him. And I think that's probably it for now then. Because we do have a game coming against Man United in a few days' time. So let's just protect two of our big players. Van der Ven with a free kick. Curls it off the crossbar again. How many times are we going to hit that crossbar? Nieto gets the corner. Reyes' ball in. Versteg again. The pressure is on. We just don't seem to get that second goal, which is so important at this point in time because we don't want to end up getting caught out and conceding the last minute. Wow. Getting worried here. It's because they've got a penalty. Nemec! Yes! Get in, my man! Oh my god, hurt my throat now. I got too overexcited and I've hurt my throat. I deserve it all. Cleverly good. And Santana heads it on, but we need to get that goal. Come on, Santana. We need you back in goal-scoring ways. You are the man, Santana. You are the myth. You are the legend. Van der Ven's free kick. It's going to come back up to Nieto again. Versteeg, crossbar, post. Santana, there we go. It wasn't pretty, but Santana puts it in the back of the net to get himself back in the goals. It's been a bit of time for him since he last scored a goal, but this is a big one. It was a sloppy one. There wasn't much to it, but he'll take it. He'll take it all day long. And Versteeg will take the free assist as well. Why not? Wasn't meant to be an assist. It just hit the post. See Versteeg here lift up above quite a big group of them. Heads against the post into the back of the net. There we go. Oh. Could have gone a lot worse today, couldn't it? But it's gone okay at this point in time. Clayton, Van der Ven, Reyes. Here's Van der Ven again. Bringing the ball forward. Nieto. Ball to Darch. Darch now takes a shot. Oh, just wide. So I'm thinking of players that we're going to let go in the summer. I feel like Reyes might be one of them. Potentially. I want to play Jones more, the Welshman. He is our club captain, plus he is English nationality, so I think he's more important to keep a hold of. If we do if we do get in the Champions League next year, we're going to have a lot of extra games as well we need to think about, so we're going to need a bigger squad anyway. But I feel like with some of the young players we brought this month, I mean, the German goalkeeper we just got, the German striker, as well as the Dutch striker we've got recently, Garrido, as well, they're all going to need more football, and Nieto as well. They're all going to need more football next season, so I'm thinking I'll let maybe Busquets can leave, maybe. I mean, he's had a pretty decent season, Busquets, but I wouldn't be overly disappointed if he left. I mean, we could get a bit of extra money in. But, well, I'll have a look at it when I... Right, let's have a look at the schedule. After that was a pretty successful episode, I think, apart from obviously the loss against Chelsea, but I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to power through and I'm going to come back to you for the Bright Stars Championship game against Manchester City. It's still quite difficult to see what's going on in the league. We'll start to concentrate a bit more on it towards the end when we've got some more difficult games. 2 games against City, 2 games against Arsenal, 1 game against Liverpool. Because we've got a game against Liverpool there, a game against Chelsea again. So there's a lot of big games coming up. So yeah, I'll come back to you tomorrow for the Manchester City Bright Stars Championship quarter-final. And hopefully that's a big one for us. Hopefully we can squeeze ourselves through to the semis. Of course, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit a like. And of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.